Hello, dear students, and welcome back to English with Professor Tabassum. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important grammar topic for intermediate second year English, that is idioms. In this video, we'll learn what are idioms and the most important idioms for the exam, and we'll also do a short exercise on idioms. Idiom. An idiom is an artistic expression whose meaning is unpredictable from the usual meaning of its component words. Use of idioms adds glamour to the language and finds a place in everyday use of language as well. Idioms are just used to add more glamour to our language. If we are just simply using our everyday sentences, then our language looks very boring. But when we add idioms to it, our language becomes so much more artistic. We are able to express ourselves in a very artistic manner. So, idioms make our language more glamorous. Now, let us look at some of the most important idioms. Once in a blue moon. Now, once in a blue moon means something that happens very rarely. For example, he attends classes once in a blue moon. Means we see him very rarely in the class. Okay. So, instead of saying very rarely, we say he attends classes once in a blue moon. Second one is an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg means very expensive. Okay, something that is very expensive. For example, it cost me an arm and a leg to study in the USA. Means studying in the USA was very expensive for me. An arm and a leg. One, a piece of the cake. A piece of the cake means when something is very easy. Okay. For example, batting is a piece of cake for Virat these days. Means batting is very easy for Virat Kohli. Okay. So it's a piece of cake, something that is very easy. A drop in the ocean. A drop in the ocean means a tiny part of something much bigger. For example, the small donation was just a drop in the ocean. Means the donation is a very small and tiny part of a very big cause, right? Then comes the fifth one. Bite one's tongue. Means wanted to say something but stop oneself. For example, Sitara wanted to speak out about the unfair decision, but she bit her tongue. So instead of saying that she stopped herself from speaking on the unfair decision, we can say that she bit her tongue. Then go the extra mile. Going the extra mile means doing much more than required. For example, my father always goes the extra mile to help the needy. Or my mother always goes the extra mile to cook dinner for us. Okay, means she does more than what is required. Get ducks in a row. Get ducks in a row means to get one's affairs in order or organized. For example, I can't hope to do well at my job until all my affairs are in order or until I am organized. So instead of saying until I am organized, I'll say I get my ducks in a row until everything is organized. Then eighth one. Let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret accidentally. For example, Joel, let the cat out of the bag about my surprise birthday party means the birthday party was a surprise, but accidentally Joel has told the secret to everyone. He let the cat out of the bag. The ninth one, working against the clock means not having enough time to do something. For example, I'm really working against the clock now. I must hurry. Means I'm running out of time. I don't have much time. So I'll say, I am really working against the clock now. I must hurry. 9. On cloud 9 means very happy. Rahul is on cloud 9 since he got a job. Because he got a job, so he is very happy. So instead of saying very happy, I'll say
I am on cloud 9 or Rahul is on cloud 9. Then 13th one, storm in a teacup. Storm in a teacup means making unnecessary fuss, getting excited about something unimportant. When something is not important, you are making a fuss about it, okay? Always talking about it. For example, there was a storm in a teacup over who should be the chief guest on a hostel day. Okay, so it's a very silly topic and simply we are creating some fuss and excitement about it. So it's a storm in a teacup. Then, make hay while the sun shines, which means to take advantage of a good situation that may not last long. For example, our boss is on vacation. Let's make hay while the sun shines and relax. So, what are the people doing? They are taking advantage of the situation that the boss is not there. So they are going to relax. So they are going to make hay while the sun shines.
Beat black and blue. Beat black and blue means when someone has beaten you and you got hit marks all over your body. That is bruise marks. For example, Kiran was beaten black and blue by the violent crowd. Next, 18th one, at the 11th hour means at the very last moment. For example, if you want to do your best, do not do things at the 11th hour or don't do things at the 11th hour. Mean don't do things at the very last moment. Cook someone's goose means you are spoiling someone's plans or chances of success. Example, this year's severe drought cooked Ramaya's goose means because there was no rainfall, there was drought, that is why Ramaya's plans got spoiled. Then, feather in one's cap. This means to have a great achievement, the great achievement of which one can be proud of. For example, Bahubali's success is a feather in Raja Mauli's cap, means it is a great achievement of Raja Mauli. Rags to riches means first someone was very poor, then later on they become very rich. For example, Dhirubhai Ambani's life is a story of rags to riches. Blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye means when something happens very fast and instantaneously. For example, the announcement of intermediate results reached every corner in the blink of an eye. Means suddenly the results have released. Leave no stone unturned means to try everything possible to achieve something. For example, President Kalam left no stone unturned to motivate the youth. Means he tried every possible way to motivate the youth. Turn a deaf ear means to refuse to listen to somebody. For example, our boss turned a deaf ear to our request to change the meeting venue. Means he refused to listen to us. He turned a deaf ear. Important ones we are discussing, right? Step into someone's shoe means to take over a job, a position held by someone before you. For example, when the manager retires, I'll step into his shoes means I'm going to take his position in the company. Then, at the drop of a hat means do it immediately without hesitation. For example, the wealthy socialite throws parties at the drop of a hat means he immediately throws parties at the drop of a hat. Wild goose chase means a search for something that is impossible for you to find or that does not exist. That makes you waste a lot of time. For example, without a proper address or phone number, it would be a wild goose chase to locate someone in Hyderabad. Means it is almost something like impossible to find someone. Okay, that is called a wild goose chase. So one's horn means to praise oneself or to boast about yourself, that I am this, I am that. For example, people avoid her as she constantly blows her horn, means she always praises herself. It's not a good habit. Okay, then, burn the midnight oil means to work very late into the night. For example, I have to present this report by tomorrow, so I must burn the midnight oil tonight. Burn the midnight oil over here means that I need to work very hard at night so that I can submit the report tomorrow. Hot cakes means fast selling. For example, the new model cars are selling like hot cakes. Means the new model cars are selling very fast. By a whisker means by a very small amount or margin. For example, finally our team lost by a whisker and I was disappointed. Means with very small marks my team has lost the game by a whisker. A thick skin means an ability to not to be upset by criticism. Means someone criticizes you for something, you don't feel bad about it because you have a thick skin. For example, a politician needs a thick skin. Definitely people will question him, so he needs to have a thick skin. Then a sea change. A sea change means a complete change in someone's attitude or behavior. For example, there is a sea change in the behavior of the culprit after his release from the prison. A sea change means there is a big change in his behavior. In a nutshell means briefly. Let me explain the proceedings in a nutshell means let me explain the proceedings in a brief manner. Get the nod means to receive permission from someone to start something. For example, Rahul got the nod after a lengthy discussion among the members. Means he received the permission from someone and then he did the lengthy discussion among the members. Take the rap. Take the rap means to be blamed or punished, especially for something you have not done. For example, she was prepared to take the rap for the shoplifting, though it had been her sister's idea. Means it was sister's idea, but she got the punishment. She was blamed or she was punished. She took the rap. Hot potato means a controversial and sensitive issue. For example, racism is currently a hot potato in the international cricket. Hot potato means it is a controversial or sensitive issue. Last one, tie the knot means to get married. For example, the couple tied the knot last year means they got married last year. Let us now do an exercise on idioms that is given on page number 236 in your textbook. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences with suitable idiomatic expressions given below. Make necessary changes in the idioms if needed. So in this box there are idioms given and you need to fill them in the blanks. First one, finally our team lost dash and I was disappointed. So finally our team lost by a whisker. So this is number 1. A politician needs dash. A politician needs a thick skin. So this is number 2. Number 3, there is dash in the behavior of the culprit after his release from the prison. There is a sea change. So this is number 3. Let me explain the proceedings dash in a nutshell. So this is number 4. Rahul dash after a lengthy discussion among the members. Rahul get the nod will become got the nod. Okay. So it is number 5. Then She was prepared to dash for the shoplifting, though it had been her sister's idea. She was prepared to take the rap. So this is number 6. Okay. Next one, the new model cars are selling like hot cakes. Okay, so this is number 1. My father always dash to help the needy. My father always goes. Go will become goes the extra mile. So this is number 2. Rahul is dash since he got a job. So over here Rahul is on cloud 9. So this is number 3. This one. Then batting is dash for Virat these days. Batting is a piece of cake. So this is number 4. Then the couple dash last year. The couple tied the knot last year. So tie the knot will become tied the knot. Okay. So this is number 5. Then our boss dashed to our request to change the meeting venue. Our boss turned a deaf. So this is number 6. To change the request for the meeting.